Hey guys, it's Byrne from FixPectus.com. In today's video, what I wanted to talk about is scoliosis and Pectus Excavatum and the correlation there. This is a video that I've been meaning to make for a while, and the reason is I would say 80% of you guys have scoliosis, and some might be mild. And in fact, it's something I didn't even know I had until recently. I had some lower back pain and I went to the physio about it, and he said, I've got some scoliosis. And so it's quite interesting because, I knew a lot of clients beforehand had it. And when he said it about me, I was like, okay, there's definitely got to be something here with pectus and scoliosis. And I'd say there definitely is. Just like with pectus, I've also noticed trends in other kind of bone abnormalities. So, the kyphosis is one, the rounded shoulders posture, anterior pelvic tilt, scoliosis, those kind of postural conditions, as well as other things like some kind of Marfan syndrome-like symptoms, like long lanky limbs, for example. I've definitely got that. I've got twisted hips and pigeon toes as well. So all those kind of things, could be a little bit correlated, but no factor, no worries. As I always say in this channel, it's not about what you have, it's about what you do with what you have. And it's about the work you put in. Everyone can overcome their limitations. It's marry the truth of your unlimited capacity and divorce the story of your limitation, guys. It's one of my favorite quotes. It's right there behind me in this gym. Anyway, getting off topic, what I wanted to specifically talk about in this video was more so the scoliosis. Okay, so firstly guys, scoliosis comes in different shapes and sizes and degrees of severity, just like pectus as well. But with scoliosis, some people might have an S curve, a C curve, so there's going to be different exercises, different things based on you and your scoliosis, okay? So I would I'm not a physiotherapist, I'm a personal trainer. My focus is, getting people jacked and fixing their pectus that way. And I've spent a lot of time specializing in that. So this material in this video is just some of my thoughts. If you want to apply it, you do so apply some of these exercises, you do so at your own risk. I would definitely recommend, seeing a physio or a doctor, getting your actual scoliosis looked at first. Okay, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. So first things first, the really great thing about my training and what I've been doing, and as I've researched more into scoliosis myself as well, is realizing that what I was doing for the anterior pelvic tilt, the kyphotic shoulders, is actually really good for scoliosis, as well as what I was doing for just getting people jacked and training, and then also stretching is really good for the scoliosis. And some of the key muscles that I've been targeting with my programming anyway is the abs and the obliques. You guys know I talk about that all the time, and developing them is really going to help your scoliosis, especially when we focus on the abs and we're doing movements like the side plank. Okay, the side plank is going to be a really great movement, and you will generally find if you have scoliosis, there's going to be one side that's worse than the other. So we really want to focus on that side. I always say with unilateral one-sided movements, always focus on the weaker side. Start with that. With the side plank, just maintaining that really straight posture. Okay, I want to be able to hold this and build this up. Again, with my clients, I always tell my clients progressive overload. So week by week, when we practice these exercises, we want to try and increase the hold time. Okay, get stronger. That's how we develop those muscles. Another great variant of the side plank is the side plank with hip dip. You really start to feel your obliques activating as you do this. So the side plank is a great exercise that I would recommend you guys start doing after you go see a physio and get a specific list of exercises from them, and you get the all clear for what is safe for you as well. In my program, I also program movements like the deadlift, amazing compound movement that's going to develop your entire posterior chain, which is going to be great for pectus and great for pectus posture and great for muscular development. But we want to make sure that's safe. Okay, so that's another great movement for this is the deadlift. The side plank, as I just said, an amazing movement for this. So I definitely recommend doing some side planks. I program that for my clients a lot, and there's some really good variations like the side plank with hip dip. That one burns your obliques, so I definitely recommend throwing that in. Then aside from that, another muscle that's typically underdeveloped and kind of like people struggle to activate is the glutes. So a movement that I have in my stretching regime, actually, even though it's not a stretch, but it's in that kind of postural correction regime, is hip thrusts. Okay, just lying hip thrusts. They're going to be great if you have scoliosis. More than likely, obviously, again, go see a doctor and a physio, but I would definitely recommend throwing them in as well. Okay, now these can be hard if you do them right. So we want to really make sure our pelvis, we don't just hyperextend like that. We want to make sure our pelvis stays engaged, and we engage our glutes
to get that thrust. Don't go too high, that's gonna get your lower back. We're just trying to get our glutes, keeping that pelvis engaged. I'm really feeling that. I did deadlifts and glutes this morning, so it's making it worse, but it feels good. So I program this for my clients, just doing like 10 to 20 reps, 2 to 3 sets, really just trying to engage those glutes. I actually add a booty band, which makes the glute engagement a lot better. And we're also trying to keep our core in line, our back straight, keeping that good posture. Okay, now, as I said before, unilateral exercises are really great as well. So you could also add in unilateral hip thrust and try not to let your pelvis twist and everything be offset. With scoliosis and these unilateral exercises, it's important that we keep our pelvis in alignment. And then obviously swapping sides, doing the same amount of reps on the other side.
This one is the bird dog. So with this, we're gonna come up on our hands and our knees, and we're gonna go opposite leg back and opposite arm forward. And we're gonna maintain our hip stability, maintain our pelvic alignment, our back nice and straight, getting our core engaged, and then swapping. Not letting me over rotate or under rotate, focusing on keeping that good alignment. So that's another good one. Now, obviously with scoliosis, one of the things is, so you got your spine bending, right? Either in an S or a C, whatever. So one thing is there's gonna be one tight side. So we also need to stretch, it's the same as any posture. We need to stretch tight sides or tight muscles, and we need to strengthen weak ones. So same thing for this. This is a stretch I program for my clients in the app as well, is a Samsung stretch. So it's just like your standard lunge hip stretch, pulling your pelvis through, squeezing your glutes to engage that hip flexor. But then we're gonna add another dimension. We're gonna interlace our hands and go up over, and we're gonna lean over to that side. You'll feel it in your hips more. You'll also get a release in your lats, and it'll be stretching out that back, that tight side. So whatever side of your back is more tight, which there should be one if you have scoliosis probably, you really wanna emphasize that side with this stretch. Okay, again, go see a doctor, go see a physio, get it diagnosed, get exercises from them. I am a personal trainer, I focus on building muscle more so than this stuff. But I want to provide you guys with content because I know it's important, and I know a lot of you guys have this posture. One other thing I wanted to touch on is a trigger ball. Again, because of scoliosis and it being normally a unilateral one-sided thing, which is one side's more tight, we want to really try and loosen that tightness. So trigger ball can be really great. Typically our lower back's going to be tight if we have scoliosis. So we want to find that tight side and loosen it up with this trigger ball. And it works. It's so good. I love it. So again, you just put the trigger ball on your back there and you just find those tight spots and you just roll into it. You should feel a really good release. Like that's feeling amazing for me. And just play it by ear. Play it by how it feels. Same as when you foam roll, If you're feeling like it's working, you're feeling that release, it probably is. You just want to do like subtle movements, subtle rolls. Really feeling it release. And then aside from that, any kind of unilateral exercise is going to be really great. Just the unilateral dumbbell chest press. I always get my clients to do that because most people with pectus have an asymmetry. But that's also going to be great for scoliosis because it's getting your core to work in that unilateral offset position. Okay, so it's really good. Another exercise I get my clients to do a lot is suitcase carries, where you hold one dumbbell and you try and maintain, don't let that dumbbell pull you over, but instead you maintain yourself in a good position and you just walk with it. Okay, those kind of unilateral exercises are going to be amazing as well. Thank you for watching. If you did like it, then give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you're not already. You should check that because sometimes people think they are and they're not. And guys, if you want coaching, you want professional programming for your workouts, your stretching, your nutrition, you want to change your body, fix your pectus without surgery, then link is in the description to sign up for that. I would love to have you on board. I've got a few client spots available, so it's not too late to click that link and get signed up before I have no spots left. Thanks guys, peace.